Hey guys, good afternoon. So I'm currently making lunch right now. It's 1 p.m. and I wanted to make this lunch with you guys because it's one of my favorite meals. I grew up eating this my whole life. So it's a lentil soup, and if you didn't know, lentil soup has a lot of nutrition and it's high in protein. So if you didn't know that, I really suggest eating some lentil soup. Alan's not a big fan of lentil soup, but I am gonna be making it and I'm pretty much gonna eat it all by myself. So I'm gonna have a lot of leftovers, probably gonna eat this for the next 3 days. Okay, so for this recipe, you do not need a lot of ingredients. I believe it's like 7 ingredients plus salt, but I am gonna let you guys know there's one ingredient that's not the healthiest, and I'm gonna be using normal bacon. It has less sodium, but if you wanna make it, you know, extra healthier, then make it with turkey bacon. And I've done it with turkey bacon before. I'm gonna be using this one. All the other ingredients are really good for you, okay? So, enough rambling, let's go ahead and get started. I have all my ingredients laid out and I've already washed my lentils. I'm actually not gonna cook all of this. I don't even know why I rinsed all of them, but I'm gonna use half of this. So use about half a pound of lentils, and then we're gonna need 5 cloves of garlic and cilantro. It's pretty much your choice, so use as much as you want. I'll probably use half of this, and then 2 tomatoes, and I'm using the leftover of this so that way I don't waste it. And then this much of onion, 2 jalapenos. For bacon, I'm gonna be using 6 strips, but use turkey if you don't want to eat this one. And then over here, what we're gonna do first is put 8 cups of water in here, and I already have my 8 cups right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour it into the pot. Oh, okay. Holding the camera and doing this is a little tricky. So we have 8 cups of water in there. Now adding our lentils. So this is where I have the heat on. Now I'm gonna cover the pot with the lid, and we're gonna have that cook for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, the lentils are cooking. We're gonna go ahead and chop up everything we're gonna be needing. I'm just separating the bacon because it's all stuck together, and that way when I throw it into the pan right now, it's gonna cook evenly. Our bacon is finally chopped and also separated. Now we're gonna finally chop up the last thing, which is cilantro. I'm gonna use about this much. You don't have to chop it too small, just because when you cook cilantro, it starts to shrink. The first thing we wanna cook is our bacon. And I'm not gonna add oil because this is pork, but if you're gonna be cooking with turkey, add a little bit of oil. The oil I like to use is the avocado oil. Okay, now that our bacon is halfway cooked, we're gonna add our jalapenos and our onions. Okay, now that the bacon is pretty crispy, it's gonna get more crispy once I throw in tomatoes. This meal literally takes 40 minutes, and to me that's not a long time if you're gonna eat something so good. If you've never tried this, it's worth it. It's one of my favorite meals. It's like a comfort food, I guess you can say. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna let the tomatoes cook for about, I'll say like 5 minutes. The lentils are already done. I'm gonna put the heat on low. We're gonna add all this inside. We're also gonna add all the cilantro that we cut. Give it a stir. Okay, you can add salt or you can add tomato powder. This is the one that I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna cover it with the lid again, and I'm gonna leave this on low for 10 minutes and it will be completely done. Okay, it is now completely done. It looks so good. The only thing I'm missing right now is queso fresco. It's like Mexican cheese, and it's very like crumbly. But what I do is I slice it and I put it on a tortilla and I just like roll it up and dip it into my soup. So good. I don't have that. I'm just gonna have 2 bowls of this delicious soup. I've been wanting Chipotle, so I decided to do our own Chipotle burritos at home. And I'm not gonna season the chicken exactly like Chipotle does, but you'll see in a minute what I like to put in my chicken, and it's really up to you what seasonings you want to add. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys that, but I'm gonna eat my lunch first and then I'm back. Okay, I just finished eating. It was so good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and prep my chicken, and I'm gonna cut it first and then put all the seasonings onto it. These are all the seasonings I'm gonna put onto my chicken, and to just make it really juicy, I do like to squeeze half a lime, and I feel like it just really makes the chicken juicier and have so much more flavor. And I'm gonna cut them into small pieces like this. This is the rice I always use. I already rinsed a cup of rice, and I've shown plenty of times how I make rice, but I'm going to show you quickly again. So I'm going to pour my cup of rice, and then I'm going to get 2 cups of water. Meanwhile, I wait for the rice to boil. I'm going to go ahead and cut some cilantro, and then we're going to use half a lime. Throw in my cilantro, half a lime, a little bit of salt. Turn the heat all the way to low, and then cover it with the lid. And it should be done in around 12 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. Once you see all the water is pretty much soaked up, turn it off. I went ahead and did the Pico De Gallo already, and I also added the corn just because I didn't want the corn to be separate. Okay, I already have salsa done. I did this about 2 days ago. So we have some leftover, and it looks like the red sauce from Chipotle, but it's not. I boiled chile de árbol, and it's like those skinny red peppers that come in bags. And then 4 tomatillos, a chunk of onion, and 2 cloves of garlic. And yeah, that's all that's in this salsa.